Hello, welcome back. Hi, Pandora. Pandora stuck her head out of the window to say hi as well. Alright then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. Would you come pass the time when, or however you like, I suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. I also saw today that Wrath Games, the solo-only guy, has done the quests for Viper and Pictomancer. At least that's what I saw for the from the titles. I didn't watch them. So it's going to be interesting to see what he whips up. Because I don't watch his live streams. I think I only ever watched one of them. And that was like Solo's birthday. You had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Zedman of the Third Province Entourage, you've been all over the city looking for you. The time sending you to the palace, you are to present yourself to the gate guard station outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. One more thing, you are not to mention this visit to Woklomont. But yeah, I like watching his edited stuff. I know I usually don't watch a lot of edited content. I usually watch like stuff that I make for the most part. But I usually like listening to stuff because he does it well, and also I kind of like listening to the Dragon Quest music that he puts in with it. As I've done a lot of Dragon Quest things. I've never done one on the channel, but I have played quite a bit. I played Swords, Slime Tank, 9, the Dark Prince. What was it? The Demon Prince? Fiend Prince? The one that they just released recently for the Switch. And then I also played Joker. I played Joker. I've played 11, and I've also played one or two more that I just don't remember, but they're like in the back of my mind. I really wanted to play Dragon Quest X, but it never came to the States. Just don't suffer to wait to within while I was not informed of the reason for your ardence. In terms of adequate, I should suggest full battle regalia. Carmichael! We must go to battle! Prepare the shotgun!
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Maybe if I hit you hard enough, the other head will wake up.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
So long as neither of us gets too carried away.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender. The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. Expect no other mercies. Come! Ready your arms. Show me the truth of the tales.
I would have laughed if he was very confused why I took out a book. I heard you were a warrior, not a navigator.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember!
Nice blade work.
Let's test the waters. They didn't even blink. I see you did the Viper style.
I do!
Let's see how you handle this. The spearman did not lie. Very well.
There you go.
Resolve and listen, kingdom. All right. Did you think you had my measure? Take this! Still holding up? We're far from finished! hold me back! Stay alert!
I'm just gonna give you a hug. Duty failed. I did pretty well.
Let's see how you handle this. The spearman did not lie. Very well then. Resolve the Listen Kingdom. All right.
No, I just cheat. Especially when it's money on the line. Every loss makes it so that's more armor needs to be repaired. More funds that are required.
We'll see what you're truly made of.
Plus, I'm placing it as a class that's made out of paper mache.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
I'm wearing very valuable fight clothing in a firefight.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. Now, a confession. I said I'd crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter.
Motherfucker. Let me get Alphino, Alize, and Kryl in here. Have them all fight you as well.
In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father.
I want to have done that regardless.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind. Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, All 4 claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and been loved in turn. Guide Lamati as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
I already suggested that.
Watch over her, champion.
I am not made of chocolate!
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galloff's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
I don't know why, but I'm half expecting him to just turn at one point, just slap the other head awake. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoral Ja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? Oh, if that's all it was. Give me my shoes. Still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the 4 cabins. Come and join us after you had a moment to recover, eh? Yeah, let's get our gear repaired. Like I said, I wouldn't have mind bashing my head against it on normal, but I do need to keep in mind of repairs for my gear. Most people say you don't need to worry about it so much, but as I have stated before, I am a very paranoid type of person. And forgettable. I will forget that I need repaired gear when it's about to fall apart. And there's others who would say, why don't you just repair your own armor? And I say, I forget what I need to do that with. Like, I don't know what type of dark matter I need to repair gear, nor do I know how to get dark matter. Because the only dark matter that I know of comes from nodes that are very, from the, rare nodes for mining. That is the only one that I know of. Plus, out of all the moves I had trouble with was the sun. The sun was the only move I had troubles with. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left your orders and prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a long time, however. Again, I appreciate your making this commitment. I think I saw someone we knew coming towards us. Shall we depart for Earthshire then? I think we're going to be told the stairs are fixed. A word before you go. Well, Vu, what are you doing here? I spend my days correcting manners, but but here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third princess departure. Please take an axe to my and render my talk complete. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I am not mistaken. That's right, it's the first step, the final step in the right of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. That's actually made out of saltwater taffy! Now allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Dawntrail for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might accept a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who search in the city of gold, search of the Golden City, do not return. Lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wokevu. What are we make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Seven find the city and return without incident? Seems the legend originated with the Wokyu. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. Here's the thing. He might have never entered the Golden City. He might have found it and then sealed it immediately. All these we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fondrentine safely into the Moblin's care. Oh, we're being transported there. Hooray. My brain don't feel so. Meanwhile, Uncle Koozie in the jacuzzi.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones.
And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawn Servant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, First Promise.
Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me! But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint. I can kill him whenever I please. Your part in this is far from over.
But no more voice acting. We're back, and we brought with us a willing potsworn. This is Forjontine, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Eshmean's Aesthetics in Ulda. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, third promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthshire. Help Hand will show you to the work pot. This is it. Then I look forward to hearing you proclaimed Dawn Servant. Thank you. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have reached the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Ready Rock presents your keystone with joy, smiles, and willing wishes. Well-wishing. It's a blue jawbreaker. They're just giving us hard candy. That makes 3. More pot-sworn candidates, come, tell Ready Rock your tales. Or if you accomplish another keystone acquired. Oh, you are doing well. Expect no less of Zoral Jaz's esteemed siblings. The cleverness, in particular, I must admire. Second promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherished and arm Terrell with weapons of magic tech design. In your role as the next Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. Tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nations through practical innovations. To be fair, he might not know anything about magic tech. Sure, he has a gun, but the gun's not magic tech to begin with. It's... Magic tech was primarily Garlemald's. So you need to learn mostly from Garlemald, not from Charlian. Charlian didn't really have that much magic tech. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Terrell is known for its advanced technologies, such as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That may well be true, but how long will it take Terrell to progress to this advanced state? How many years? First off, that's not true. The advanced technology didn't really stop the Garlean Empire. It was on a line, and it was following it straight where it was supposed to go. Off the side of that cliff. With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should take not take so very. Your way is too slow. Each should expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours won't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons until all have grown tired of loss. How could such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Ready Rock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Dawntrail, there was no pot packs from the pot swarm. It was normal to grab snatched artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Jaja arrived, the families of the grab snatched pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Ghoul Jaja just wants to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of techniques employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirits is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the work of a joyful artisan that pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make gobbies happy. Ghoul Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine crafts and much jingly shine. So the head reason was behind the fortune of pot packs. Yes, reason and clever think change Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. You would rather look to the future and the next feat. We should be going on as well. I think they're going the wrong direction. Ghoul Jaja never did come back, did he? Do you have a moment, third promise? Rocco Rock would repay you for hand helping with Kahi. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really, I would love to hear it. The towers the streets all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between to live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? Just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Not that a city I'd like to visit. No, that's a city I'd like to visit. I wouldn't. I'm allergic to gold. Excuse me, Rocco Rock. Where did you hear that particular tale? From our long time Hokio friends. They live up in the mountains in Urapachka. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us to their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthshire and your joy smiles behind. We all gotta do a little dance. A dance of happiness. A joy dance. Okay. Oh, so that's what the puny you get from the first dungeon. That's probably the mount you get from the minion from the first dungeon. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, their villages feature prominently in the saga and not to be ignored. The Apache Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave our side from the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's find that first. You guys go on ahead. Yeah, work to do here. Okay, so we have you. We have you. I'm gonna grab these other ones. Oh, what does Tempatik to do? It's so near yet so far. Ireland Tippertrick, Lowlanders. See, she told a pot-sworn friend about the beautiful waterweed of Marcia Lockhart, and pot-sworn friend said she wants to study it close eyes. But waterweeds grow at the bottom of the water and can't fish walk. Can't ask pot-sworn to collect it herself how either. It would go against the pot pact. You wouldn't happen to be a talented fishwalker, would you? You're a talented fish breather, too. Then you are the perfect lowlander for the job. Need to gather 3 things of water weed from our marshal. A poxy leaf is pink and poison looking. Fancy leaf is lacy and lovely looking. And glare leaf is super shimmery shiny. Please find them for temperature. Is the corn servant all the way over here? Nope, that's not the corn servant. Say, Lowlander, can you dunk? Can you fish walk? Can you swim? Let's explain. She was out fishing with her friend when he dropped their only fish stick in the wet run. She came back to find another fish stick, but no fish stick can be found. There's only one thing for it. We need to find that fish stick that fell in the wet run. Problem is, no mobby like deep dunking. Our safe suits are too heavy, but we can't take them off. It wouldn't be safe. If you help us find our missing fish stick, fish mobby friend is waiting at the sunken ships upriver. If you could deep dunk into the wet run on our behalf, we would be thankfully indeed. Why is the con servant? You are a strange face to Earthshire, are you not? Then Dolbrick is a task for you. One that she can only trust to a strange face. Follow the cliffs to the south and you will find the cracked citrine, a secret hidey hole for secret hidey crafters. Dolbrick wants you to take a crate to the goods keeper there, but be fleet-footed and sneak about it. If you do this for Dolbrick, she will make it worth your while. Okay, so this is... Let's just drop that. You can wet walk. You can help Mobby find his missing fish stick. Many thanks, Lowlander. Fisher Mobby is lost without his fish stick. No fish means no happy Tom, and no jingle shine. If you could do Fish or Mobby this favor, you will be back pay for sure, he swears. It's amazing that this the lantern hasn't gone out. Is that a fishbowl of goblin construction? Oh, happy feels it is. Thank you so much. A new fisher mobby can get back to fishing. Just in time, there's are a lot of lovely juicy fish Nikki hide in these waters. Fisher mobby pull up some splendid specimens back before his fish stick went splish splash. Swords took our catch back to Earth and Shire to trade for jingle shines. Till the Lowlander helped mobby friends, and she will surely share our jingle shines with you. Okay, now I just need to figure out how to get to that upper level. Clearly this way didn't work. Okay, so it's over here. Did you find the waterweed? A cutting a particular pink plant that grows on the bed of the lake. A graceful green fern that grows on the bed of the lake. The cutting of an iridescent indigo herb that grows at the bed of the lake. Wonder deeds, they're even more beautiful up close than they are in the water. The brig will show them to her pot-sworn friend right away. They sure to give her plenty of mind fruits. She is an expert at reproducing nature, not only in pretty looks, but in funny traits, too. The waterweed has a very special funny trait. It changes color depending on the warmth of the water in which it grows, its exposure to light, or even for the long years. If she can craft dangle jewels that do the same, they will surely sell for a load of jingle shine. we found this fish stick, so couldn't thank you enough. Goblins, like us, tend to stay away from the water. The thought of deep dunking is scary at the best of times, but deep dunking around those wrecks, the shoals of no return, we call it, especially knock knees, and full of shiny stones and boat bits. Many are the adventurer who heard whispers of the City of Gold and sailed upriver to search for it. No Mobby knows where the adventurers go, enter the river, perhaps, or the belly of beasts, but their boats all end up in the same place, smashed on the spiky stones. But that is why the shoals of no return are such a splendid fish spot. All the broken boat bits not only slow down the river run, but provides a lot of hidey holes for the fish to hide in. It just goes to show every gloom cloud has a glimmering. I probably would have found it if I explored a bit more. But yeah, the only thing I have left of the map is this little bit. So I guess after we get flight, I'll just fly over there and grab it. And then after we get all the quests here done, except for the main story, we're going to go back to the to Rozitan to continue the class quest or job quests or whatever you want to call them. That from Dodrick, is it? Thanks for carrying it over. She do it herself, but you know, politics. Us lot used to work in Earthenshire, you see, appointed the Moblins patronage, sure enough, but we just couldn't hack them sing and crushing down our necks all the time. We needed our freedom, so we canceled our contracts and moved out here, where we can finally work for ourselves, by ourselves. Of course, not every mobby was too happy about us taking to the hills. Most of them deem us terrible ingrates, I'm sure, but others, lovers of the arts like Dawntrail, still thinks we're worth patronizing. So she keeps us and coin and materials on the quest, on the quiet, and we share with her creations. Speaking of, if you're heading back to Alger, could you give her this, my finest masterpiece yet? If I do say so myself, my way of saying thank you. I wonder if the Hildebrand quest will bring us here, because you know for sure we're going to get a Hildebrand quest for this expansion. Or are we going to get a Brenda Hild quest line instead? pseudo wonder. I'm just not in the mood to fight anything right now. Oh, Pandora's down in attack. Did you do as Dolcrick asked? Avant-garde painting. Bold strokes of color conjure the beauty of such Terrell or possibly Inui. This is for Dolcrick. Such deftness of touch, such mingle melded of light and shade. Truly cracked craft hands are correct in their thinky feels that they can produce masterpieces without us. So it makes Dolcrick damp eyes that they thought our happy hands. Help hands were not but metal hands. We moblins pride ourselves in providing the perfect craft place for the potsworn. That we should fail to uphold our side of the pot pact is our ever shame. But Doldrick will not give up. She swore to support the finest artists in Terrell, and so she shall, even if it means begging the hand help of every adventurer to pass through Earthshire. And in the spirit of supporting work well done, allow Doldrick to offer you her own small reward for help handing her. Oh, I thought we might have gotten a new quest locale. Oh, since we don't have Corn Servant, we'll leave that place for last. 655. 650. Danger Straits. Van de Vuck's Twinkle Crafter has gone missing. Van de Vox asks all around village, and some say he went to pay a visit to the Imperius, the Giant's prey place. But prey place is a danger place, full of fiend-munching fiends. You are a fighter, are you not? Will you sword lane for Van de Vox and save her dear Twinkle Crafter from certain doom? Oh, it's just a little bit north of the town. You're looking for a Twinkle Crafter, that's me. Most likely. I'm one of the Moblin's contracted artisans specializing in jewelry making. Van de Vock was concerned for my safety, you say? How kind of her to send me my own personal guard. You ever been fascinated by the unique visual language of the Yakure? You see. I often visit this place to bask in its grand, imposing glory. Yet I have never once taken a step beyond this point. Beasts that lurk within are beyond too dangerous to risk delving any further, but with you at my side I can finally make a detailed study of the rest of the ruins. Such as what remains of them, of course. 500 years have come and gone since the giants returned to their ancient lands, and they have not been kind to the creations they left behind. Yet some of the larger structures still remain. This impressive gate for one. The city Yakyoi's towered yalms above even the tallest Zabral. But I wonder if their architecture might have played some part in exaggerating these tales. A sheer sense of scale serving to inflate the giant's own. But enough speculation. Let us press on. We have much to discover. It turns out they're not actually giants. They're all Lullafels. Or they're like the giant tree Lullafel that we fought in that one dungeon. Clear stones overlooking the nave. Fascinating, isn't it? The simple combination of geometric shapes naturally draw one's eye to the center, all the while maintaining a delicate balance. As the sun traverses the sky, so too would the shadows of the towers above point patterns on the ground below. And not just any patterns, oh no, calculations. Every stone cut and placed with mathematical precision, defining the movement of the stars and the changing of the seasons, a triumph of both form and function, true artistry. Wait, what's that over there? But by the cliff's edge. Quickly with me. I guess when I go through the botanists, we'll find out what's growing on these trees. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to talk to my dad for a little bit. He was telling me that we were having pizza for dinner. So after I get done with this quest, I'm going to pause and have dinner. Thank you, and forgive me for racing ahead like that. I was so absorbed in examining every emerald displays, I clean forgot the reason I never done so before. But it's, if anything is worth risking one's life for, is surely this. I just look at this tower. It's a work of art. The untrained eye, it might appear a little more than a pile of stone, but look at how each brick is cut and polished perfectly to align with its neighbors, and not a drop of mortar to hold them in place. The engravings, too, surely have some religious significance. They certainly inspire reverence in me. Yes, inspiring reverence. That's the thing. Why else would the giants build a temple upon the clifftop, if not to make daily proof of their predominance over those who dwell in the plains below, those who were beneath them in every way. I can't help but admire them, that their creations should and exhilarate us even now, centuries since they have been gone. Thank you, my friend. My passion for jewelry craft has been cooling of late, but now I am positively burning with inspiration. If the Oku's creations can echo through the ages, then so can mine, to Earthshire and eternity. I still prefer Idleshire to this place. Big thanks for bringing the Twinkle Crafter back to us. He not only is he safe and well, but full of mind fruit too. He says that he found it in the giant's prey place. This need for mind fruit is common among the potsworn. Some try to find it in history, some in nature, others even in fresh water. it is our side of the pot pack to keep them well supplied with it, a duty that is a constant source of brain pain. But oh, the ideas they come up with when they have it, such fresh thinking. Vendavok can't wait to see what our friendly Twinkle Crafter Wrangle crafts next. Oh, let's get us our new ring. I also want to put my book in my armory so I don't accidentally sell it. I'll see you all in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. I have a Pandora next to me. Yes, you are. Here. Daddy's little girl. Yeah, anybody comes to my channel anybody who comes to my channel can see you too. Well, at least your baby picture. Yeah, your baby picture. You are Zedman, are you not? He would he who has been strength lending to Waklamont. Good, Mook asks that you strength lend her in turn. The matter is this. Mook's craft hand is to retire after long years. He lips that he intended to fancy craft one last masterpiece before he does so. But for this, he needs the help of a strange face to the village. Anfroy is his name. He is always very murky worded, and his requests, so Mook is not sure what help hand he needs. But if you could exchange tongue flaps with him, she would be very, very happy feels. Yeah. Okay, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yes, I'm Anfroy. Do I know? Wait, aren't you the friend of the third promise, the adventurer from across the water who was asking about the pot packs? Ah, I see. Mook sent you. I only said I needed the help of a stranger to Earthenshire. I trust her to pick an honest-to-goodness hero. The task I have for you is but a trifling one, but it's very near and dear to my heart. I want you to find out all you can about Mook. There's nothing untoward about it, and I assure you, I'm interested in what she's interested in. Her hobbies, her likes and dislikes, what she holds dear, and so forth. But for certain reasons that I'll share with you later, she can't know this. We've been working together for decades, but now as my pot pact is about to end, I find that I know next to nothing about her. Perhaps there are others who are Kirkleys with the Moblin's might. Mook and Anfroy. Yes, I know the pair well. She famously very protective of him, sometimes even rejecting his patron's orders outright. It's not that she thinks him unequal to the task. You understand, quite the opposite. In fact, she knows how exacting his standards are, and how discontent he would be if he failed to meet them. So anytime a patron attempts to have him lower his standards or design something differently to how he judged best, Mook will always leap to his defense. As for what she enjoys, well, her delight and for his creations have never not dulled at all in all the years they've worked together. I should think so. She likes nothing more. I do wish they made a Paku Paku, like an old Paku Paku model. So we just see this small person with all these wrinkles. Because they do look like they have the children model. For the Hillier. Wants to know what brain tickles Muvamook. That's an easy ask. Muvamook never lip flaps about anything other than her pot swarm. And Freud, she says he is just as good as Tricksty Crafts as he is at Crafty Tinkers. Always playing crafty tricks. One day, Amphiroid draws little arrows across the village, showing Potsworn how to leave even share without help hands by catching them. Many laugh-minded pot friends follow the arrows and leave for secret hiding places in the woods. Mobbies are Friday fails over disappearing Potsworn. Potsworn come back all glitter teeth, but help hands are steamers, all except Muvamook. She goes around the village saying guilt words to every mobby for Afro's sneaky trick. Deep heart, though, it is clear that she is nothing but happy feels to have him back. Right now I have a cat in the window just trying to figure out what's going on. What does Muvamook value most? Her Potsworn, of course. Any mobby who says anyways is a fib speaker. She keeps the treasure he gave her her side at all times, or so she once lip slipped to Tarnatic. He hasn't a flimsy thought what this treasure might be, but whatever it is, it's sure proof of the friend bond between them. My nose is leaky. I usually don't like eating hot food that often. At least before I record. My nose always... my sinuses. Oh, you're back. What did you find out? She really thinks that much of me. They say the Moblins help hands love nothing more than helping their charges, and it seems it's true, though it would hurt for her to show it more often. But that's not the only thing you've learned, and I thank you for it. You've given me exactly what I need, so I suppose it's about time I told you what I need for. The truth is... halt! Is Edmund still hard at helping? Yes, he is, so I thank you for not bothering us. You do remember that I supposed to ask you to leave me be until my work was complete. Always such angry words. Muvamook means no bother, just needs to do daily mob duty. Sharpening toots until they sprinkle shine. And I'm telling you that I don't need you to. Not now, anyway. I am almost retired. All my commissions are already dealt with. Until the end day of the Pot Pact, Muvamook will uphold her Pot Pact. It is her duty as help hand. Why do you always have to do so? I'm sorry, Muvamook, but I'm going to have to put my foot down. I officially forbid you from touching my tools until my work with Zedman is finished. The Muvamook will do as Amphro says, though it makes her shamefaced. She will turn to other duties. If Amphro needs her, she will only he'll call. I didn't have to do that, but I'll be needing every one of those tools if I'm to achieve my aim. That aim being to make a farewell present for Muvamook. In all the years I've been working here, she's been my guardian angel, answering my every prayer before I even makes it to my lips. Even in these recent times, when the help hands have grown too few for the numbers of Potsworn, her service hasn't lasted now. Now that my service is coming to an end, I wanted to do something just for her. Thank her for everything she's done for me. Yet despite her knowing me better than I do, I was scared that I didn't really know anything about her as well. I tried to speak with her to learn what really makes her tick, but she always brushed me off, said that her only wish as a humble help hand was to see my wishes realized. That got me thinking perhaps she and the other moblins might be more willing to open up to someone who wasn't bound by the Pot Pact. Someone like you, and by all the gods, the plan worked. I have an idea for her present now. All that remains is to craft it, but without Muvamuk's help, that might be a little more difficult than usual. If you'd be willing to help hand a little longer, I make it worth your while. And now we've unlocked flight. But no achievement? Or am I still missing one? I'm still missing one. So regarding ideas for my present for Muvamuk, the particular item of information that caught my ear was the nugget turned Nyx. It said that she treasures the treasure that I once gave her, right? Then she would surely love something similar. Now I can't remember ever actually having given her a gift as such. It must have been very early in my career. Could you speak with Tornotik again? I know he said he had no idea what this treasure was, but any little detail he might have gleaned, its size or its shape, the occasion I gave it to her, might just be enough to jog my memory. Roy's making a buy gift for Muvamuk. Turnok wants to help hand however he can, but Muvamuk is very tight-lipped. Hardly ever lip slips self-thoughts. Tornik has already told up on everything he thinks he knows about her treasure. Why not ask Muvamuk's straight face? Tornotik can give up under perfect as chance. Recent-wise, Muvamuk asks Tornotik to bring her some craft goods for a sneaky secret crafts task. He managed to obtain the toolbox she ordered, but the second crafts good eluded him. Tornotik is shamefaced for his failure. He wants men to make for Hope's smashing, so he sends a strong-arm adventurer who can succeed where he failed. Go take the tools to Muvamuk and tell her Tornotik sends you to help hand with the craft task. Lowlander help hands not only craft hand, but help hand too. Has Zedman finished hand helping Faroe? A set of crafting tools ordered by Muvamuk for some secretive purpose. This is from Tornotik. He told you about my super secret craft task. Then heart swear Muvamuk you didn't lip slip this to any mobby else. And he thinks Zedman it will not be hardly medley to you help task for Armfro. I would be happy feels to accept your offer. Rook is trying her hand at crafting making. She wants to make a special Bagai gift for Ampharoy. Middle bit of present will be something very deep-feely to Muvamuk, a memory from many 10 years ago when she and he had just thumb-printed the Pot Pact. Muvamuk fond for a big glitter sparkly ruby, the perfect middle bit for a piece of pricey jangle, but Afro's squeezy pincer slipped and left a bad scratch on the jewel. He was so ashamed by it he tearily begged Moga to take it and never let any mobby ever eye catch his proxy work. Movamuk has close kept it to her heart ever since. Did Troy tell you about this too? My most high-value treasure? Yes, it is the ruby. It is a symbol of our pact, of our journey together, and as the journey comes to a long sup, it will make for a perfect buy gift. But as for tongue flaps tell Movamuk needs certain other craft goods to make this buy gift, she would be hearty thanks for Zedman's help, so long as he is sure to hush keep it from Antfroy. First things needs to surely make that Antfroy's full hands in busy work. Can't risk him eye-catching what Movamuk and Zedman are doing. Was Zedman a safe check for her? Of course, I did give her that ruby, didn't I? Must have been the shock of ruining something so precious that made me forget all about it. Now that I think about it, it was right about the size of that rattly old leather pouch she always carrying around. I never even thought to ask what was inside. She must have think me the most and curious lout in all of Torel. Thank you, Zedman. You opened my eyes and filled me to bursting with ideas for her presence. And thanks for agreeing to help Movamuk with this little project of hers. Whatever it might be, so long as it keeps her out of my hair until I finish my work, I shouldn't ask anymore. For his busy hands at craft work, then let us be busy hands too. Movamuk knows where craft stuff for buy gift can be found as soon as you are ready to let the grab task begin. Ready, Zeman? Then let's the grab task begin. Our aim place is many fires. Over the river to the east, let us meet there. Movamuk will mind share more. I don't think the goblins have a Beast Tribe questline. Now that I think about it. They've always been one of the ones I've been interested in. Since we did get a Moogle one. So we probably have, let's see. You know we had one down here. Now we have one up here. So this area and possibly the next area both have Beast Tribe things, I'm guessing. Hi there, Pandora. Because generally when you complete these type of quests, they eventually come together as a Beast Tribe quest along the way. So what's Pandora doing? Hell, Zedman, let us be fast at acting. The craft stuff Movamook asked Tornatic to collect was steel strong hide string. Movamook order it special wise from Stuff Sender and Torel. Little luck, Stuff Sender's wheelie wagon was upheld by the storm. Only way to get hide string now is to make it mobby self, but for that Movamook will need good hide. Beg luck, the Tegu that live to the southeast here have very good hide indeed. Could them in hand help move a mook by outseeking one and skin stripping it? Oh, we actually got to kill these guys. Okay. I'm so used to go here and go into purple circle. It's been so long since I've had to do one of these ones. Did Zeman slay the Tegu? Did Zeman get good hide? A section of thick, strong hide cut from one of the winged lizards that hunt the lesser frequented by way of the dew spawn bank. Ah yes, this is good hide, very good hide. Even Movamook can make good hide string from this. Movamook is not a master maker like Anfroy, but she has some small crafty skill herself. She will pour her airy self into it, to show her thank he feels for all his years of crafty making. It is very well for craft hand to end their pot pack due to long years, you know. Every year we bid by words to a few craft hands, those who want a scene change, or who no longer need mobby help, or who suffer from home sadness. Not Anfroy though. He was stuck with us to the end, hardly ever lip slipping a moan word. It has been Movamook's long honor to be his help hand. But enough soppy talk. Let us backwalk to Earthenshire, and let's buy gift crafted before Anfroy mind catches we are gone. Zedman, terrible times. The crafting making will have to wait. Anfroy is nowhere to be eye-catched. He vanished from the village. He's been abducted by aliens! In past time, Anfroy had ever sneaky skipped when he was heavy burdened with craft work and needed a snooze rest. Why would he sneaky skip now? If Anfroy sneaky skipped to past time hiding place, then Movamook think he knows how to find him. Once Anfroy played a crafty trick on every mobby, and crafted little arrows around Altair that showed that Potsworn how to sneaky slip away to his secret hiding place without help hands eye catching them. If Anfroy had sneaky slipped to that same hiding place, you just have to eye catch the arrows. Please, Edmund. Search for tiny-sized arrows around Earthenshire and find Anfroy. I think I've been there before. Bears the strain of age, but none are in the shape of an arrow. Train your eyes to catch on the wall and discover that, in fact, three scratches clustered in a small yet distinct arrow shape. It appears to be directing you along the wall towards the northwest. Found an arrow pointing out of the village towards the west. This must be the direction in which Earthenshire. Thank you so much. It would have been a cruel test of fate to be murdered by monsters just a few days before my retirement. I took this path to avoid being spotted by the moblins, only to get spotted by something far, far worse. It's a roundabout route to the correct train. Community residents, mostly those who used to work in Earthenshire before they ended their contracts. Seems like the perfect place to make Moovamook's present without her finding out. Come with me and I'll thank you properly once we're safe behind its gates. For those who have played Final Fantasy XIV, what is your favorite area? I'm generally interested to see what people's favorite areas are. I, for one, I have favorite areas in each expansion, but I don't have like a definitive favorite area. I think the closest I would have to say would be Idleshire, because it would be the one place where I would actually want to have like a home in. Well, I guess technically we do have a home, because we have the Manderville home there. Here we are, safe and sound, thanks to you. Before we start work, let me introduce you to a good friend of mine, Zedvin. Meet Rostand, the finest artisan in all Dawntrail. Don't listen to a word he says. If I ever had really talent, it withered long ago. That's the reason why you find me here rather than in Earthenshire. Crafting best left to the true masters of the art, I say. That's why I'm letting Amphroy here use my workshop to make a gift for a Moovamook. I don't know if it's a good idea anymore, though. I was hoping she'd never find out that I left the village. But now that she has, she's going to be furious. Moovamook done so much for me over the years, but all I ever given her is headaches. Will this gift be enough to make up for all of that? Did she say something about me when you were helping her? Well, even if she is angry with me, it wouldn't be the first time. All our years working together, that has been our way. She nags me, I fob her off with my work, fitting that it should end the same. I'll be done with the present soon enough. Do you mind heading back to Earthenshire before me? Let Mook know that I'm safe and well, and I'll be home soon. It is a weight lift to hear that Ampharoy's dangerous and healthy wise. Mook is still puzzle-brained why he would far walk to the correct citrine, though. No time for puzzle thinking. She needs to finish crafting, making her buy gift. When Ampharoy back walks to Earthenshire, we will have plenty time for gift giving and grumbly words. It's like up in a married couple here. How many times must we trade lip-flaps like on this, Ampharoy? You must not leave the pot wall alone. Wild places is danger place. I know, and I'm sorry. I can see that I made you angry, but this will be the last time, so can we keep the lecture short? Plenty well, just fact share me. Why did you sneaky walk away to the correct citrine? To make this, it's a present, a treasure box. I heard you took a liking to the ruby I once gave you. Didn't seem right to keep something you supposedly treasured so much in a tatty old pouch, so. Is this for Mook? Ampharoy hides his deep feels with grumbly words, so Mook will reply with grumbly words too. Mook knows that Ampharoy is a foul-minded preemie dresser, so she made her treasure into a gaudy glitter dangler for him to hang around his neck. You made your treasure into a necklace and you're giving it to me. I can't accept it. If I did, you have nothing to put in the treasure box. All my work would have been for naught. Ampharoy must accept it. Mook made it special wise so that even after his pact ends and he takes Earthenshire, he will remember our long time together. This is all your fault, you know. If you only told me what you wanted, I wouldn't have had to guess And if you told me you were making me this necklace, I wouldn't have made you that box. Ufamook's fault. Only an adult brain would ever even think of ruining a surprise buy gift. You're saying I ruined it? If you ask me, we both ruined it. Bickering like this until the very end, we're both of us irredeemable adult brains. Though we do have a knack for handicrafts. This necklace of yours is a little rustic, perhaps, but anyone can see it was made with care. As for the box, take it. Perhaps your next pot storm will earn you enough to buy a better treasure. More grumbly words. Muvamook has many smileful memories exchanged them with Amphroi, and this is the most smileful of all. Only damp eyes, that is, may be our last. Apologies for making you witness that sorry spectacle. Thank you, Zedman, for helping with Muvamook's gift, and with mine, too. Apparently, it wasn't quite the perfect farewell scene I had in mind, but it was perfect for us. Our pot pact is at an end, and so we must go strange ways. Amphroi to a new life, Muvamook to a new craft hand. But so long as we help hands first keep the trust and respect we hold for our pot sworn in our hearts, and hand pass those same friendly feels to the next generation, the pot pact shall live on. Well, I suppose I should start packing. Though my pot pact may be at an end, my career as an independent artisan is just beginning. Expect more gifts where the treasure box came from. Oh, we got one more quest. Oh, we get some music. Muvamook and Amphrodi's pot pact is at an end. Now she must help others. Sad feels her new craft hand has not been decided yet, so she must help hand in others' ways, first wise by caretaking tasks. Muvamook receives send word from Many Fires that there is an tasker there who wishes to ask of us. Fighty hand of the Lands Guard by the name of Nahanashi. Is he a friendly face of yours, Zitmans? Then you must come with Muvamook to exchange greeting words. Butt scritches. Yeah, I'm giving you butt scritches. What's the matter with Pandora? I catch goblin fish to your nuts. Right there. You know it's hard to drive the carbuncle when you're hunting pets. want to be by your daddy's side. Zebin, oh, I'm glad to see you. You've got to help me. Since last we met, the Landsguard sent me to the lengths and breadths of Terrell, seeking out 100 different materials that go into making our uniforms. Finally, I thought was done when it all with it all, but then our armorer got injured. The only man in Terrell with skills to weave all these different materials together. I spoke with some of my senior officers, and they recalled that the uniforms had originally been ordered from an Earthenshire artisan. They sent me out to find this man and ask if he'd restore them to the original design, but nothing in this life can ever go to plan. Uvumuk has I catch tales of the armor craft. Sad feels he is not in Earthshire handicraft anymore. He lives in cracked Citron, very difficult deal maker. May need Zedman's hand help to deal make. Let us fast foot there, and Uvumuk will face swap you both with him. It's always so nice to see so many carbuncles around. Yeah, it's always a bit of a surprise that I don't have a crystal beast deck with the carbuncles. I do one of these days want to figure out how just to make just a carbuncle deck. But there's only 6 carbuncles, so or at least 6 crystal beast carbuncles. There's the normal one, and then the advanced carbuncle. There's the light version, and then there's the dark version. Yeah, the 2 mythical creatures that I actually have an affinity for about 3 or 4 of them. There's carbuncles, chimeras, and phoenixes. The phoenix one just kind of accidentally happened. I like carbuncles because, as you can see, you can probably blame Final Fantasy for that. I've always had a bit of fascination with chimeras just because different creatures put together. Well, the Phoenix, like I said, was a bit of an accident because that kind of came about from my own stubbornness. Where I would, no matter how many times you would kill me, I would get backups and chase you down. And then I guess technically Hydras as well, because I have technically a Hydra deck in Magic, but it wasn't meant to become one. Just kind of ended up like that. After I tell Uvumuk that the craft hand who think he built the Landsguard uniform is named Rostand. Rostand is an armor maker from across the wet plain, one with such crafty skill that the Dawn Servant gave him an task self-wise. Some years ago, he said that his craft skills have started to drop off, so he ended his pot pack and moved out here. If Uvumuk asks, Rostand will say no, but maybe friendly face and Roy and a world-wise Zedman can mind change him. So that's your game. Bringing me here. Well, all right. It can't hurt to try. Yeah, where does Ampharoy actually live now? Since his pot pack is over. Does he live here? After I told me what you're after, I'm sorry to have to disappoint, but these old hands of mine don't work like they used to. A lifetime of working metal takes its toll. Yeah, I know. So was a lifetime of writing. I'm too tired and too frail to be journeying all the way to Terrell. I doubt I even make it there in one piece. It's a long journey and a hard one. We could ask the Landsguard to haul all the materials here instead, and that wouldn't make it any easier for them. They have to organize boats and punities and porters, and it would likely take them more than a single trip. Any ideas how we can ease the burden on both sides? Some way we could meet in the middle. That would work. Akuhanu's not far, and it has a boat landing. No need for Rustran to risk the rapids, nor for the Landsguard to haul all those heavy crates to the top of the falls and beyond. We can only convince the Hanu to let us set up a workshop there. It could be the answer, but can we? Your friend here seems confident enough. Well, if the Hanu and the Landsguard are both willing to make that concession, it'd be cruelish of me to refuse it. I can't promise you my best work, but I'll give you what I can. I'll give you what I can. I'll ready my tools. If you could let your friends by the gate know that they can start making their own preparations, I'd appreciate it. Eesh. My ears itchy. That sounds like a perfect compromise. I doubt my colleagues in the lifeguard would balk at the arrangement, but I should probably check before making any promises I can't keep. Meanwhile, I expect Movamook will need to set up the workshop. It looks like talking to Luna Hanu about it is a job for you. Bye bye. I'll probably walk over there, just because we're on that side anyway. I think that a master crafter should seek to establish his workshop here in Akuhanu. We are as surprised as we are gratified. I shall inform the villagers of our guests coming. Please make yourself comfortable until everyone arrives. Everything's in place for crafts new armor for the large guard. It falls to you to support his efforts till the end. As the crafting process may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel and yeah, okay. Looks like we're all here. Thank you for making the journey, Rostand. Not at all. After everything you've all done to accommodate me, only right I return the favor. The Landsguard's uniforms come in different flavors, so I was thinking I first make a sample of each, starting with yours, the Peacekeeper's uniform. It's close to what I remember designing back in the day, but it isn't really the same. What do you think? Don't ask me, I don't know! Same here, perhaps I should start again from scratch. If I've learned anything over my career, is that you should trust your instincts and those of others. I should make it again and again and again until I know that it's perfect. Or you think so? Well, if a fighter like you thinks it'll serve, I trust your judgment over mine. Suit of armor can be pretty as a picture, but so long as it doesn't protect its wearer's life, it's little more than a painted funeral shroud. I remember Guru Jaja went at my samples, hammer and tongs. With spells and sword to see how the mannequins survived. The first few models, all he left was ash. It hurt my heart to see my creations so thoroughly laid to waste, but I soon learned anyway. On to the next pattern. This is for the frontline fighter. The lighter construction allows for more movement. It's different, but it's ready. Right. But is it right? Any of this right? If you don't know, how am I supposed to? You're right, of course you're right. I was a fool to think I could recapture the past. I'm a shadow of the artisan I once was. It warms my heart to hear you say it. You're right, each uniform embodies a different aspect of Kiyaksahi. So it's natural for each should present a different face. He isn't represented in one uniform alone, nor even if them all combined. Only a fool would think he could capture every aspect of the divine. The best you can hope is to find a way to imitate it through trial and error. Thanks to your support, I'm starting to feel as if I've done just that. To remember how it feels to happen upon the design so many years ago. Let's see if I can repeat the trick once more. Ah, it's ugly! And that's the last lot. I'll give it my all, but was it enough? I think the Lance Guard will need more than one set of each. You're right about, yeah, you'd be right. This is just a sample, though with precisely the same particulars and production model. I was hoping to get your opinion on it. What are you being such well adventure and all? No, I don't want to set for myself. It's forcing me to say it. I want the previous one. The leather one. You honor me, Zedman. These uniforms are for the Lance Guard, but the crafting method is no great secret. I'm sure they won't begrudge you crafting one in solidarity. But first, now that I've won your approval for the design, we have to put them into production. And for it, if you wouldn't mind lending me a hand. I don't like padded gear. The last shipment on its way downriver to Dawntrail. Finally, our work is done. And very, very well done, armor crafter, to just a sky skilled as he ever was. To Mamuk's eyes, less wise. She is sure that Landsguard will be just as happy feel as she. So am I. It was a pleasure and a privilege to see you work, Rostand. There's a place for you in our armory if you'd be willing to take it. I thank you for giving me this chance. You made me feel like there might still be some use in these old bones, but if it's a job in the capital you're offering me, I'll have to turn you down. My river legs have long since deserted me. Why not simply continue this arrangement? You are welcome to remain here in Okohanu. It is easier to bring crafting materials here than to haul them the great stairs now. Or perhaps Okobekobi might be a more desirable location for a workshop. Perhaps you would be among your own kind, not surrounded by Hanu and our unfamiliar ways. Whatever you wish, we shall see it granted. I'd turn up on that offer if I were you. Take up on that offer if I were you. Rostand, you never did lose your eye or your arm, but your confidence in them. It's time to start taking on commissions again, even if you do have to travel a few miles down river to do it. Uwamuk is same-minded. If Rostand needs any crafty goods, whether upfalls or downfalls, he need only ask the help hands. Oh, if you all insist. Excellent. As soon as I get back to Dawntrail, I'll let our armorer know they have a friend in Kozamauka. I'm sure they'll be only too glad to share the burden. Shall we? This shall mark the beginning of a new era of cooperation between Moblin and Hanu. Future gaze too. Many thanks to Rostand for bringing us all together. And usually this would give us a new beast tribe thingy. But that doesn't look like the case this time around. I was so busy helping Rostan with the uniform, I didn't take the time to get a good look at this place until now. Isn't the architecture fascinating? I think I'll stick to touring Dawntrail for the time being. I have a lot to learn here. But as I wander high and low, I'll be sure to come back to call on these two so often. Can't wait to see the masterpiece Rostan crafts next, nor how this new friendship between the Moblins and the Hanu develops. Speaking of Moblins, I should be heading back to Earthenshire to finish packing my things for the road. Thank you for everything, Zedman. I pray that our paths cross again someday. Yeah. No, now I'm sad. I really wanted us to have a Goblin one. We got a Moogle one. The only one in the Realm Reborn we don't have is goblins. Maybe it'll show up if I change to crafter or something. I don't know. Thinking that is, if there even is beast tribes this time around. I don't know if we even have them this time around. I hope we do. Thinking that it might not just be out yet. That might be the thing. Here we go. Now, where were we? Oh, right, we were going to Rozet Han. Here, right? Yeah, after we get done with this quest, I'm going to call it. I don't know how long I've been recording, since I can't trust the timer and I don't really want to alt-tab right now. Simon, I hope you've been well. Last we spoke, the Justicator, as Justicator, yeah, whatever, has been busy felling fiends all across Lepner, leaving a trail of witnesses behind in his wake. More than a few have reported seeing stones falling from the sky, which all but confirms our theory that the treasure is causing the phenomenon. The story shows one particular commonality. It seems the pests he hunts have all been of the seedkin variety, while he avoids beasts of flesh and blood is yet a mystery. It bears mentioning that each of these eyewitness accounts came from people who were rescued by the Justicator, who invariably appears just as these creatures attack. Factor has been there to save the day in every single instance of Seedkin-related mischief. Awfully suspicious if you ask me. I'm not the only one who thinks so. Some on the Radiant House have suggested that the Justicator is planning these assaults somehow, as he alone can reap the glory from thwarting them. I agree, and think this should be our next avenue of investigation. Many of these incidents occur near the Giant Skull grounds, so we should start our search there. If we can find one of these monstrous plants before it finds helpless prey, we may be able to shed light upon the Justicator's methods. Time is of the essence, so let's leave at once. Oh, if I end up maxing up Summoner before the end, like, I mean, like, the end, the, like, before we've, never mind. When if I get max out Summoner before the end, I will switch to Tank, but I won't do the Tank jobs yet. I'll wait until I get done with everything, then I'll start doing the tank job quests. Thinking that'll be its own episode where I do all the tank job quests. Just like how after I get done, I'll do all the healer ones. That's the next one I'll do after I get done with the DPS ones. Any moving bushes, slithering vines. Not here in any case, Cinnamon. I'll search this western path. Why don't you search the east? If you see something, don't strike to kill. Weaken it, then capture it with this rope. We'll learn more from a living specimen. Ah, it's just a baby. Up, time to kill a baby. I see plenty of fauna roaming about, but the flora all seems to be on the verge of the ground variety. Perhaps my hunch was incorrect. Not even an Aurochs could break free of knots binding this mortal seedling. You found one. In fact, this is exactly as an eyewitness described. Why don't you keep it for the time being? Bring it to the Great Work, and I'll ask my acquaintance there to examine it with all haste. I wonder how many achievement points Cypher Spiders managed to get so far through this. Because I don't know how much achievement points you get for doing story quests. Because I never really paid attention to achievements unless they gave me like mounts and minions. And so I started watching his stuff. And I can't get the whatever the little thingy is that you get, that little coin stuff, because they don't sell anything that I haven't bought already. Mistress told me what to expect. Well then, let's see the thing. I didn't expect it to be so diminutive. If Mistress is correct, then I expect some interesting discoveries are in store. But it's just a baby. He brought me quite the fascinating specimen. Indeed, I can say for certain that this creature's growth isn't natural in the slightest. Biologically, it's still but a sapling, as you can tell by its size, yet it is the result of a specific alchemical mixture, which is used to spur the growth of seeds and mycelium to an unnatural degree. The agents have a side effect of making the creature more aggressive, which explains why such a small specimen would so boldly attack beings larger than itself. Its solution requires ingredients most rare, and the cost of procuring these to synthesize is beyond the means of most. So whoever's behind this, they are likely well healed. As for the creatures themselves, if they were all grown artificially, perhaps that explains why most of the incidents involve small seedkin. Rather than wait for them to mature naturally, the Justicator must have accelerated their growth so that he can deploy huge numbers over a short span of time. In fact, he plans likely requires that they be small and weak foes in order to guarantee his victories. After all, the great Justicator can hardly be expected to bear the blemish of defeat. With these new details brought to light, it's almost certain he's staging these attacks on the common folk. Now, we have a new perceptive to guide our search. Perspective. Perhaps you should return to Yelmad. I hear the Justigators talk of the village, and they doubtlessly have stories to share. So an idea, thank you. Your findings have brought us a step closer to unmasking that villain. Let's hurry to, the more accounts we have of the Justicator, the better our chances of predicting his next move. And I never really paid attention to the achievements because I'm more interested in the stories. Like, for each of the classes. Like, they all have their own different stories and lore and stuff. Same with the job quests and all the side quests. That's the reason why you usually see I have quite Baron and side quests. I also really like doing the Beast Tribe quest lines as well because they also have their own stories. I've never been really into the whole achievements or rating thing. But I do the raids because they do have stories. So I want to see the stories. Registered the Radiant hosts are well aware of the Juicegator every day. We receive more reports of him combating beasts in the surrounding wilderness. These encounters are never on well-traveled roads, it seems. They occur in remote regions that we scarcely patrol, along routes that are only used by a small number of merchants and porters. We've concluded that Juicegator either has uncommon knowledge of the behavior patterns of these creatures, or that he keeps close company with merchants who travel those obscure paths. But yeah, I do the raids and the alliance raids, but mainly for the story. I don't really care for the loot and other things. Oh, you're hungry to learn more of Juicegator? He's amazing. I was lucky enough to catch a glimpse of him on the road leading here, facing down a fearsome creature. I don't know how he did it. He called down rocks from the sky to knock the thing flat. The Radiant hosts were away on patrol, so if he hadn't come to our rescue, the brute would have marched right into our homes. He shouted that he was the savior of Rosatan and even waved at me. Oh, he looked so impressive with the sun shining behind him. Watchful man. Don't tell me you've gone chasing that half-baked savior. The younglings might be taken in by his honeyed words, but everyone with experience can tell you that he's nothing but a charlatan. And I have a story to prove it. A merchant I know took a tumble as he was transporting his goods. Not long after comes the Judicator, looking careless as you pleased in his shining armor. But did he offer a helping hand? No, he ran off with a nary a glance backwards. He may go on about slaying beasts, but a real hero will never ignore someone in need, even if they were just suffering from scraped knees and a bruised ego. I am a bruised ego. Zedman, do you have a moment? I'm having a little trouble here. I sought this merchant out because I was told he dealt with the alchemists and the great works. I thought he might know something about the Juicegator, but when I asked him, he was been like this ever since. I apologize. I was just surprised that you would ask me about the madman. What connections could he possibly have with me? The fiends he fights are grown with rare alchemical materials, and we think he may be staging these encounters. Since you deal in such wares, I wondered if you might know how he came into their possession. I don't know what you're talking about, Avir. I mean, I've never spoke to that man. I very much doubt it. Perhaps you'll be more swift questioning from you, Zedman. A tried an alchemy. Who taught him, I wonder. You dare accuse me? Why am I to know that you aren't the one in leagues with Virazan? Virazan, he said. Who is that, may I ask? What did I... No, that's my name. I'd be a fool to continue this charade any longer. My son, Vrazan, is the one you know as the Judicator. To be so suddenly confronted by his litany of misdeeds, I quite lost my composure. You're his father, then do you know how he came into possession of such rare materials and knowledge? Aye, he stole them from me. My most valuable materials and my precious map. Yet I was the one who chose to hide that fact and bear the blame for the consequences. What can you tell us about him as a person? He's an idiot. President was obsessed with tales of legendary heroes even from a young age. I paid a great deal of money to have him tutored in the art of the bow. He became quite skilled at it. In fact, he's not quite as skilled as his arrogance led him to believe. Due to this, and perhaps a lack of ambition, he never aspired to greatness. Instead, he came to rely upon fanciful equipment and exotic potions, rather than honing what skill he had. It pained me to see him fall into disillusionness, but he would brook no counsel. So several years ago, I gave him enough coin to support his lavish lifestyle, and told him never to speak with me again. He didn't until but recently, when he darkened my doorstep once more. And that's when he stole your goods. Although I would have willingly given them if he had but asked, he was rambling about incoherent, saying that his heroic deeds as a justicator had caught the eye of someone named Pai, a leader of the Passage of the Unbound, whoever they are. He claimed that power, the guidance of his newfound knowledge, he had obtained a great power enough to eclipse all heroes who have come before and shall come after. As he put it, it seems he gives what money he still has to the people. I think that all for his fanciful words, he was only deigning to grasp at hollow glory, all at the expense of Razat Han. There is no greater shame as a father. Given what we know of this shadowy group, they most likely aim to sow discontent through Zarya's deeds. He may be so blinded by his own desire for admiration that he can't see whose hands are pulling his strings. You're saying that he's being used. If that's true, then I can no longer remain silent, despite what shame it may bring. I see now that sharing my story might be the only way to save my son. Indeed, I suggest you tell the Radiant hosts at once. Of course, we'll be pouring over every effort into stopping him. Thank you for giving me direction. I can't imagine our meeting would end this way. Truth be told, I'm not entirely unsympathetic towards Razan. I bask in my father's reflected glory, while having none of my own to speak of. The glory of Razan seeks to is similarly false. I too shall visit the Radiant hosts and have them spread word of the Justicator's true nature. If the people are wise to his trickery, they will be far more likely to aid us. He'll soon learn that a legend built on lies is no match for true heroism. Okay, so what's the next? As soon as it loads. 96. Well, that's gonna be it. This episode. I'll see you all in the next.